Hello, furball lovers. So today we're going to do another group training session. And if you do the morning training sessions, they're always going to be a little bit more excited, a little more hungry. I like to do it right before I feed them in the morning and then right before I feed them in the evening. It's a little bit hard to get her separated from these guys without them kind of pawing at the door or something. So we're just going to do a little group session, and that's going to help, I guess, overall and be obedience amongst all of the dogs and get them to listen to you a little bit better. It's a great way to do it if you are babysitting some other dogs like I am. And so we'll get right into it. With the other dogs, I'm not going to be asking too much. I'm mainly going to be asking the most out of her, and utilizing these other dogs is kind of a distraction and increasing the difficulty level of these commands. With them, I'm just going to be trying to keep them calm, obeying me, sitting down, stuff like that. Are you pretty? Okay. Good girl. Rump. Flats. 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 Okay. Bandit. Rump. Rump. Pretty. Okay. You can see she's getting much better at pretty. And like most dogs, once they start to offer this behavior, they're going to offer it more and more and more because that's the way they get their food. Pretty. No. Pretty. Pretty. Okay. With the other dogs, I'm just going to be asking them to sit. Good boy. And they don't know rump necessarily. Oh, pretty. No. Pretty. Pretty. Okay. Bandit, rump. Good boy. Are you pretty? Okay. And the other dogs, when they're acting good, I'm just going to reward them. Sit. Good girl. Good boy. Rump. Flats. Okay. And this is a great little ritual you can do, especially if you have a lot of dogs, to get them to all listen to you. I also get them to sit down and wait before I feed them, and then I'll release them to the food. You can do that before they go inside, go outside. Wherever you encounter like rowdiness, you can actually start to train your dogs in those situations to make it much more calm and easygoing. Good girl. Pretty. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, you're a good girl. Rump. Flats. Flats. Are you ashamed? Okay. Rump. Pretty. Okay. Go on. Rump. Flats. Good boy. Good girl, rather. Okay. Yeah. Rump. Okay. Go kid boy. Rump. Okay. I'm sorry, Bandit. Sorry if there's too many dogs here and you can't really see Furby too well. Rump. Pretty. Okay. Yeah, you get some extras. Good boy. Sit. Good girl. Pretty. Pretty. More. Pretty. Okay. Bandit. Rump. Good boy. Rump. Pretty. Okay. We're going to do a pretty short session today, I believe, because I got a lot of other things to do. But if you can scrape aside 5, 10, 15 minutes in the morning before you feed your dogs, this is a great time to do training because they're very motivated. Good girl. Flats. Okay. Sit. Yeah, they're all two small pieces. Good girl. Okay. Rump. Good boy. Bandit. Rump. Good boy. pretty, more, pretty. Okay. And so now I think she's at the point where I can start asking her for a better behavior or a better posing. Let's see if I can get the other dogs out of the way so you can actually see here. But you'll see she can actually pose pretty well. Pretty, more, pretty. Okay. And then once she starts to actually be able to pose more consistently, you can start asking for a better pretty behavior. So posing for longer, getting the position a little bit better, and then you're just selectively rewarding that behavior to try to increase the quality of that command. Rump, pretty, pretty. Okay. And then I'm adding that release word so that she can hold that pose for longer and longer periods of time. But I guarantee you within 3 or 4 more days, she's going to be able to hold that behavior for quite a long period of time. Rump, pretty. Okay, just like Bandit. Rump, pretty, more, pretty, more, pretty. Okay. So now she's doing it repeatedly. That's really good. She knows that she needs to offer a better behavior. Get out of here, guys. Go over there. Pretty, pretty, more, pretty. Okay. So I'm just asking more out of her. Rump. Good boy. Pretty. Okay. This is one of my favorite commands. I think next week maybe we'll start with the ashamed command. I'll try to show you with Bandit right here, but it's one of the most adorable commands. Rump. Good boy. Platz. Are you ashamed? Okay. Okay. And that's like my favorite one because he like puts his head between his paws and it's very adorable. You can do it in front of other people. Platz. Okay. Sit. Good boy. Okay. The other dogs don't really know release words at all, but I'm just slowly kind of associating them or getting them used to having release words. Good boy. Sit. Pretty. More. Pretty. 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 Okay. There you go, big girl. Rump. Okay. Yeah. Sit. Good boy. Pretty. More. More. Okay. So now she's getting used to me asking for more. And so she goes into the command more and more. Pretty. Okay. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Good boy. He's not very good at catching it yet. Sit. Good girl. Pretty. Are you pretty? Okay. All right, I think we're gonna leave it there for right now, but what you can see when you have many dogs in the room, and these dogs are pretty well behaved, they're just a little bit energetic, but you can utilize them as a distraction for her, so that increases the difficulty level for her, because the end goal here is to be able to go out in the streets, into the park, have people around, dogs around, etc., and have her still obey you. And now when you're going from the back room to, if you went directly to the park or a busy area, your dog's probably not going to obey you because you're increasing the difficulty level too quickly. Whereas this is a nice little step towards that. We're gonna start filming outside a little bit more. I keep saying that, but I just have to find the time and the right place to film outside. But increasing the difficulty level was the main goal for today, as well as getting these guys to behave a little bit better, listen to me a little bit better. It's just great for, I guess, the obedience around the house, having them obey you. Doing these little training sessions is great. I also like to do them before, I feed them in the morning. That way Furby and the rest of the dogs are very motivated. That's a key thing when you're training your dog, is having them in a motivated state. If you just feed them dinner and then you try to train your dog, it's probably not going to be super successful. So please like and subscribe. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments down below, and I will catch you next time.